Inside the Philippines lies a region bursting with life, color, and adventure. Welcome to Calabarzon, just Metro Manila. This dynamic destination brings together 5 provinces: Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. Cavite, a province where the past lives proudly and every journey leads to discovery. Just south of Metro Manila, Cavite is a gateway to heritage, nature, and unforgettable experiences. Now in Laguna, a province where nature whispers, history speaks, and every moment invites you to explore. Just a couple of hours from Metro Manila, Laguna is a sanctuary of waterfalls, hot springs, heritage towns, and unforgettable adventures. Batangas, a province where the sea meets the sky and every path leads to discovery. Just a few hours from Metro Manila, Batangas is a favorite escape for weekend warriors, beach lovers, and cultural explorers. Rizal, a province where creativity flows as freely as its rivers, and every trail leads to wonder. Just east of Metro Manila, Rizal is a sanctuary of mountains, waterfalls, art, and heritage, perfect for day trips, weekend escapes, and soul-refreshing adventures. Quezon, a land of vibrant festivals, sacred mountains, and sun-kissed shores. Nestled between the Sierra Madre Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, Quezon is a destination where nature, culture, and faith come together in unforgettable harmony.
Mabuhay! I am Angel Dalman and today we will going to tackle the Region 4A Calabarzon. Calabarzon is a dynamic region in southern Luzon, Philippines composed of 5 provinces which is the Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. Region 4A, also known as what I've said earlier, it also have a capital letters. First is CA represent for Cavite, LA for Laguna, BA for Batangas, R for Rizal, and ZON for Quezon. 4A, also known as Calabarzon, has its regional center at Calamba City in the province of Laguna. Calamba City was designated as the official regional center of the Calabarzon region by Presidential Directive in 2003. Let's move forward to tourist spots. First, in Cavite, we have Mount Marami in Magarondon, Cavite, a moderately challenging hike with scenic views of the surrounding landscape and a prestigious waterfall. Perfect for nature lovers and adventure seekers. Next is Taal Volcano, an active volcano with a crater lake offering a breathtaking view, and you can take a boat ride to the volcano and hike up for a closer look. Next is Balete Falls, a siren waterfall in Amadeo, great for refreshing swim and a chill picnic. And the last one in the Cavite's tourist spot is People's Park in the Sky, a former Marcos era palace turned park offering a panoramic views of Tagaytay, a bit quirky but totally Instagrammable. Now let's move forward to a festivals located also at Region 4A Calabarzon, located at Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. First, we have Pahiyas Festival, located at Lucia, Quezon, a vibrant harvest festival with colorful decorations made from harvest fruits and veggies, food, music, and fun. Next is Anilag Festival. Anilag Festival, located at Laguna, celebrates nature and culture with flower exhibits, parades, and eco activities. Third is Gigantes Festival, located at Angono, Rizal. features giant paper mache statue in a lively parade celebrating the town's patron and saint. Now let's move forward to Region 4A dishes and delicacies. First, in Cavite, we have quesillo, a soft, salty cheese often served grilled or fried, perfect with bread. Next is bibingkoy, a sweet rice cake with a chewy texture often topped with latik coconut caramel. Next is tamales, steamed corn dough with savory fillings wrapped in banana leaves, a classic snack. Next,
So, good morning, sir. My topic is all about Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. First is, sasapin is the made from rice flour, coconut, milk, sugar, water, flavoring, and coloring. It especially typically sprinkled with latik coconut, curds of grated coconut among their stuffings. Traditionally, that bottom layer is a deep purple OB, like the middle layer golden yellow, and the top layer of white. Second is kisong puti. Kisong puti is the Filipino soap unage with white cheese made from uncased Carabao milk, salt and curdling agents. The third is bulalo is a Filipino beef dish, especially a light colored soup made cooking beef, shank, and bone marrow until the collagen and fat have melted into clear bowl. The third is Batangas Lomi, source of Dio consistency. Kasaba na start list to surprising ingredients that give the noodles soup its distinctive consistency and texture. Second is Bibing Kinitan. Bibing Kinitan is a Filipino food art chain that specializes in mini-size bibingka. Bibingka was founded in 2006 by Richard Sands, who made to make bibingka accessible year and round. Third is Rochas Puto or Cochinta is a well-known store of Marikina City that offers puto. Cochinta is sold in boxes of 50 pieces. Sinambunutan, also known as ginataang santol or gulay na santol, is a Filipino dish made with grated santol, fruit, red coconut, cream, shrimp paste, bagoong, alamang, onion, and garlic. Third is Pansit Habhab is the Filipino noodles that originating from Lokban, Quezon. It resembles Pansit Canton but uses dried flour noodles called Miki Lokban.
Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing different tourist spots from Batangas. Batangas is one of the most well-visited provinces in southern Luzon, known for its mix of natural wonders and historical landmarks. Second, Fortune Islands Overview. Fortune Islands is located Nasugbu, Batangas. When people see pictures of it, the first thing that catches their attention is the Greek-inspired columns and statues that look like ruins from Athens, giving the islands a very dramatic and photogenic scenery. Third, historical background. Originally, Fortune Islands was owned by a politician, businessman who developed it into an exclusive resort in the 90s. But because the islands is directly exposed to strong winds and weather, the resort closed down. Now, what remains now are the ruins and sculptures which unexpectedly become the main attraction. 4. Attractions and activities. Here are key points I can discuss. Grecian columns and statues. These structures are built on a cliff overlooking the ocean. They are not ruins, they are man-made, but because of their design, they bring a classical and dramatic appeal to the islands. Letter B. Crystal clear water and white sand. The water around the islands is deep blue, perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and diving. Although the sand looks white, the terrain is rocky, so visitors must be careful. C. Cliff diving spot. Fortune Islands is famous for cliff diving because the cliffs range from 5 to 15 meters high. This draws many adventure seekers. D. Camping and photography. There are no hotels on the islands today, so most tourists come for 4-day tours or camping. The place is also popular for photo shoots because of the unique ruins. 5. Environmental and safety notes. To make your report more complete and add this. Fortune Islands is beautiful but has limited facilities. There is no fresh water source, no electricity, and the area exposed to strong sun and winds. Visitors must bring their own suppliers and follow safety guidelines when swimming or cliff diving. 6. Why Fortune Islands is important to Batangas tourism. It adds a unique landmark that sets Batangas apart from other tourist spots. It helps local tourism business such as boat operators, tour guides, and food stalls. It attracts both local and international travelers seeking adventure and sneaking views. Fortune Islands represents the adventures and scenic side of Batangas. Despite being abandoned as a resort, it evolved into a natural and cultural landmark that continues to bring tourist income and recognition to the province. And that's all.